Which receivers in the league do you watch?
I watch Mike Williams a lot. Cortland Sutton too. DK Metcalf. I like to watch the bigger guys, kind of see what they do, get creative, things like that.
Does Higgins caught your eye?
What's that?
T. Higgins caught your eye?
Yeah, I watch T. Higgins too, just because he go up and get the ball. Like he'll just grab it out of the air. It doesn't matter who's on him, so I watch him a lot too.
That's your style?
Yeah, yes sir.
Everyone talks about your athleticism a lot. What is one aspect of your game that people don't talk about?
I'd say like my versatility. I know in college I played on one side of the ball really, on the left side, but I can also run routes from the right side. I can also get in the slot. I can, be a force on special teams too. So I think that's something that's not really talked about much.
Spent the most time.
I spent a lot of time with the Commanders. I say the Vikings, the Jets for sure, and the Chargers.
You talked to the Steelers again? I know you talked to them in Vegas.
Yeah, I did talk to them again. We had a good conversation. I met with the receiver coach, and we went over some kind of football things.
I know at the Shrine Bowl you also talked about press man being something that maybe happened there that you weren't as used to from college that you wanted to work on. Do you feel like you did work on that since the Shrine Bowl, and what have you been working on since the Shrine Bowl and throughout this process otherwise?
Yeah, well, honestly, I kind of toned it down a little bit more on the position skill things when I was in Florida training because it was already February, so I was kind of more worried about testing. The plan is after I get done with this, get back in the lab, back in Morgantown, and really start working on some of them individual things I need to work on, like pressman and things like that. So I plan to get back in Morgantown and get back to it.
How does attending West Virginia help you getting to the NFL?
I just think it's like a hard-nosed program. Like, you can't really come in there and just be given anything. You have to, it's a fight for everything, really. And, we don't have the attention that a lot of other people have. So if you want to make a way to the NFL, you kind of got to do it yourself. But we have the resources there, like with Coach Mike Joseph, he's developed a lot of NFL guys. So I kind of leaned on him, and he's prepared me the right way.
During your workouts, getting ready for here, what was your favorite drill to do, or what was your least favorite?
You mean like in terms of testing?
In terms of just your workouts with your trainers.
I don't know. I like running and like proving that I could just run with the fastest people. And I said my least favorite thing. Honestly, I don't really know if I have one. I'm kind of like a weight room guy, so I kind of like all the training and things like that. It's fun.
What attribute do you think is your best and is going to highlight yourself the most for NFL teams? Speed, otherwise, what would it be?
Speed and physicality. Like I said before, I have the body and the build to play on every special teams kind of immediately. Even if I'm not starting at a receiver, I can provide valuable things to the team just based off my build already in special teams and my experience in that.
Are there any former Mountaineers that have already made to the NFL that you've been talking to that are giving you advice throughout the process?
Yeah, I talked to Kaiser not too long ago. I talked to David Sills a couple days ago too.
What are they telling you about? What kind of advice are they giving
I was
you?
asking about the process, what to expect while I'm here, and they were just telling me to be honest with me, things I should know, things that I need to be on the lookout for. But they helped me out a lot, so I'm appreciative for that.
Bryce, are there any players in the NFL right now that you're either most looking forward to meeting that you haven't met before, or someone that you're looking forward to testing your skills against?
I met Cortland Sutton at XPE, and that's a guy, like I said, I watch a lot of him. So just getting to sit down with him and pick his mind kind of on things as like being a big receiver, it was good. And I look forward to, going against the top competition, seeing how I match up. I know the league is different and it's hard to last there. So if you could go in there and make an impact and go against the best and win, then you're gonna have success in the league.
Have you met with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at all during this process?
I met with them at the Shrine Bowl for an informal interview. I can't really recall too many details about that, but I think it went well.
What's the biggest thing you want to prove this weekend?
I really just want to show, that I'm getting a lot of, talk about being a mid to, late round pick, but I want to prove that I'm just as athletic and you're getting the exact same thing in me as you would in somebody in the first round, the second round, just for, more bang for your buck. But, that's really what I'm looking forward to.
Bryce, Jared Barber, I know he's your position coach and OC for a couple of years. How does he approach coaching? What are your impressions of working with him for a couple seasons?
I love Coach Barker. That was my favorite coach ever in college. He just, he showed me a different perspective of life almost. like seeing him be a great father to his 4 children and his wife, and like that was the first coach I feel like really elevated my game to a point where I felt like I had a chance to play professionally. So Coach Parker is like credited with a lot of my success.
What did he kind of push you in building a relationship with you and really made it feel like a family thing? What was he about that?
Like it was just more than football. Like he would just ask me like about my day, about my family. Like he would call my mom without even telling me. Like he's a genuine guy. Like he really is a genuine guy, and I'm so appreciative, so grateful that I had him as a coach.
What did you learn?
Dinners at his house.
Yeah, we would do a whole lot of stuff. Like Coach Parker had a boat on Cheat Lake, and we'd go out there. He'd buy all the receivers, and we just sit out there and just chill. Like he was just a coach you could just sit around and like shoot the ball with. Like just a real genuine guy. I love that about Coach Parker.
What did you learn the most from Graham Harrell, from the experience of Graham Harrell last year?
Coach Harrell just is like one of my great coaches too. Like he just had a unique aspect of things because he was a quarterback, played at a high level. He's seen the NFL. He was telling me what to expect. He's coached a lot of receivers that went to the NFL that were good draft picks. He was just telling me like what it takes to get there. And he would sit down with me in the office sometimes and just show me like clips, like this is you doing it. Like you can do it. He's projected top 10 pick, and he's doing it too. So like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? So Coach Harrell really put my confidence up, and kind of I say he took my game to another level too.
Expectations for testing tomorrow?
Yeah, I got real high expectations, but I'm not going to like release anything, put a number on it. But I feel like I'm going to shock a lot of people.
Do you feel like people are sleeping on you a little bit just because how big you are?
Oh yeah, I know people are sleeping on me for sure, but I'm not worried about that. People slept on me for a long time, so that's not new. I'm about to wake them up now.
Who's a guy from West Virginia that we're not talking about right now, but a year from now we're all going to be talking about?
Zach Frazier.
What about Zach?
Zach Frazier is one of the most dominant players I ever played with. The most physical player, the toughest guy. Like he's everything. He could have came out this year and been a good draft pick, but he went back to school. So I bet you already know about him. But this next year, around this time, he's going to be talked about very highly.
And who's the toughest corner you have to prepare for in a game this year?
I say Julius Brents from Kansas State. I said that before the season because based off of the previous season, but he's a 6'4" corner. I mean, they don't make him like that really often, so he was a good matchup for me. We went back and forth a little bit, and yeah, it was a good matchup.
Describe Parker's teaching style and on-the-field style that, like you mentioned, really simple.
He's real hands-on. He's real hands-on. He'll always, if you're not understanding something, he would like literally go take you outside and walk you to do it. You can ask unlimited questions. He's not a coach that gets mad like that. I asked him honestly to coach me as hard as he can, and Coach Parker's done that. Like he was on me all the time, and he was like, "I'm not coaching for college. I'm coaching you for the next level." So that's what kind of coach he is. Like he can adapt to anybody. He can teach anybody everything. So,
I know he was.
I haven't really been asked any weird things. I say that something I've been asked though, just like, what's something about you that we don't know, or like something about you that nobody else knows? It's just like a hard question because like, I mean, I play football, like I play the video games, like what else though? So I mean, it's kind of a different question. I say it's a hard question.
Is Madden trash?
It's what?
Madden trash?
Is Madden trash? Nah, since I've been, it was trash when it first came out because I was losing. But once I got pretty good at the game, I was beating up on some of my old teammates when I was training in Florida. So I've been having fun.
What's the last bowl of cereal you would ever eat?
Last bowl of cereals? What are them things called? The mini wheat things. You know what I'm talking about? The little like squares.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're like, I think it's called mini wheat. Yeah, mini wheat. Those are terrible. Or like the Honey Smacks. Yeah, those are terrible.
What advantage do you think it provides you that you've dealt with different style quarterbacks? Even last year, you had JT Daniels, more of a prototypical QB, and then Garrett Green towards the end of the season, more of a dual threat, and Nico got in there. Even going back to before with Jarrett Dagey, not every receiver can say that. You've almost touched all different types of QBs. Does that give you an edge? What kind of edge does that give you going to the NFL now?
Yeah, it gives me an edge really because it just means I can adapt. So like no matter, in the league, it's easy for somebody to get hurt and a quarterback has to come in there. They might trade a quarterback and bring him in mid-season. So it's like I was able to adapt every year in college to my quarterback. And it's like it's never been a setback for me. I've always like been able to adapt, and I kind of handled it well. I feel like.
Anything else, guys?